Welcome to Balanced Life, Happy Life weekly gathering, where we offer solutions to the health challenges most people experience on a regular basis. We welcome you to discover our simple and vibrant way to live a more balanced and happy life. And every Tuesday, we have an appointment. Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And along with the topic of today, which is the importance of nutrition, we want to emphasize the importance of prevention. Prevention can help us not only take care of our bodies, our health, but in the financial aspect too. And we will show you how we can do this today. Prevention is better than the cure, of course. And today, as I mentioned, we will show you how we can do this. Through 5 vital elements, we can target prevention: air, water, sleep, nutrition, and natural energies. Nikken is continually adding new products and technology to the wellness home. Be part of this important movement and start your Nikken Wellness Home if you haven't done it yet. And today we will feature nutrition. Getting all of the nutrients you need simply cannot be done without supplements. This by Stephen Gundry. And the following is from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Good nutrition is essential in keeping current and future generations of Americans healthy across the lifespan. People with healthy eating patterns live longer and at a lower risk for serious health problems such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and obesity. For people with chronic disease, healthy eating can help manage these conditions and prevent complications. And this, along with the CDC as well by the government, poor nutrition is making our nation sick. Vitamin and mineral malnutrition impacts our health and economy. Low levels of vitamins and minerals can result in mental impairment and central nervous system defects in infants. Poor nutrition contributes to many costly diseases, including obesity, heart disease, and some cancers. And for this gathering, please welcome Platinum Consultant Randy Rolfe. Randy, you are muted.
Hello, thank you, Ruben. I'm excited to be leading this gathering on nutrition. I started studying nutrition in 1971, and I've been using supplements ever since then, and I'm 75 now, and I'm not stopping because it really works. So that's why I want to share about Nikken's Nutritionals. So I'm going to start some slides here. And let me get rid of this one thing here. Whoops. So welcome to Nikken Kenzen Wellness Nutrition. And it's all about discovering health freedom. And Nikken is all about freedom and balance. And health freedom is as valuable as anything in your life. And one of the ways we do it is with Nikken Nutritionals. So I want to share a little bit about my story. This is my great uncle, Scott Nearing, at 99. He was famous for his organic garden in Maine, and he inspired us to really look into nutrition. So I was studying law at the time, but I started reading nutrition books to get away from the law books. And then we lived up in upstate New York for a few years, and I learned all about unnatural energy fields because as lawyers, we helped the Indians and farmers opposed high voltage transmission lines. So I knew about that. So when I discovered Nikken, I fell in love with the idea of sleeping in an environment of natural energy. It just made perfect sense to me. But then I realized they also were at the top of the nutrition scale as well. And this is actually Scott Nearing's greenhouse. And Nikken's Wellness Home is like a greenhouse. And as Ruben said, air, water, sleep, energy, and food. And so I'm so excited to be able to tell you about this. So who is responsible for our food quality? Of the 30,000 food manufacturers, the top 100 earn 70% of the profits, and all of the high processed foods are the most profitable. So that's one of the reasons that are all over the place. And 3/4 of the most profitable corporations in our economy, oil, chemicals, and tobacco, are also big players in the food production. So you can tell, well, maybe food quality isn't as high on their list as profits. The Food and Drug Administration is responsible for stopping false and misleading claims. But they don't do overall food quality. And the Department of Agriculture focuses on farming practices and avoiding contamination, but not overall food quality. There are over 2,000 untested chemicals that are found in packaged foods, and new ones are entered every day as long as the companies can show that they're generally recognized as safe. So the FDA and the USDA do develop dietary guidelines for healthy Americans. But again, they don't control food quality in the marketplace. So that's our responsibility to choose widely. And studies show that 70% of American adults do use daily food supplements. So we are really appreciating that we need that. So the US dietary guidelines for 2020 to 2025 recommend that 85% of our calories should come from healthy foods. The 15% is like added sugars and bad fats and stuff. But research shows that Americans consume a larger percentage of their daily calories from ultra-processed foods, 58% for adults and 67% for children. No wonder obesity is growing and other problems for our children. And a recent study demonstrated that the ultra-processed foods cause people to add 500 calories per day to their diet. That's because it's easier to swallow, there's no fiber, and it's addictive. We just want more and more. So that's where our obesity is coming from, the ultra-processed foods. So also, the American Heart Association recommends no more than 9 teaspoons for men and 6 teaspoons for women of added sugar. But the CDC says the average consumption is 17 teaspoons. And one 12-ounce soda contains 10 teaspoons. So that's already more than they're recommending for one man. And 17 teaspoons. So we're in trouble. And the problem is that sugar displaces vitamins, minerals, all the things you're supposed to get from whole foods in nature. So that's why we supplement. And here are 9 reasons to take supplements. Our soils are depleted. We lose nutrients in the processing. They find the typical diet is often deficient in certain of the recommended daily allowances. Our sedentary life means we need a lower food intake, but we need just as many of some of the vitamins and minerals. There's an imbalance often between our carbohydrates and our fats and our proteins. We're all individuals, biochemically different. And environmental poisons and medications can increase our needs for certain nutrients. Mental and physical stress causes increased need, and poor digestion and absorption due to age and illness mean that we need supplements. So those are the reasons. And then Nikken's nutrition philosophy, I just fell in love with this because it's based on the whole food philosophy, going back to when our bodies got our nutrients from good whole food. And the best way to meet your needs is the natural way. And so the complete program, it's the first program ever actually that focuses on getting as much organic into the supplements as possible and fill the nutritional gaps. Even if you're doing a good job, you just can, it's assurance that you're covering the bases. And getting closer to nature with the organic based nutrition is actually a unique philosophy with Nikken. So here's the 10 advantages that I like to explain in Nikken's line of supplements. First of all, pharmaceutical grade processing, which is more expensive, because they have to turn the barrel longer, but what's in every capsule is what's on the label. There's physiological quantities. It means you're not mega dosing anything and getting unbalanced with something else. They're all based on science, and there's synergy. The components are chosen to work together to support different systems in the body. The labeling is very clear. You can go online and see the whole label right there. And I've seen a lot of supplements you can't do that with if you're thinking of buying something. And the prices are good, no price gouging, even with the most popular nutrients. And as I said, organic based, which means no GMOs, hormones, antibiotics, pesticides, herbicides, endocrine disruptors, heavy metals, or irradiation. When something says organic, that all those things are not there. And minimal fillers, so maximizes the burden on the detoxification. And the supplements address the body processes, not just trying to get rid of symptoms, but really helping the body do what it does best. And all the supplements have the idea of pre and probiotics, supporting the gut biome and giving steady energy and appetite regulation, and also sensitive to personal preferences, to vegan and gluten-free and kosher and paleo. So Nikken's line is really special, and we have 14 different products. I'm going to go through them very quickly, but these are the 6 areas. We have a core that everybody can use every day. It supports the entire body. And then if you have any particular system that needs a little extra support: gastrointestinal, nervous system, cardiovascular, immunity, and musculoskeletal. So we're going to go through these quickly. So first, just a mega vitamin daily 4. You take 4 a day, because you cannot get everything you need into one capsule. So you take 4 a day. And it includes all known types of water-soluble and fat-soluble antioxidants, all the colorful phytonutrients that give you the energy of the sun, all the vitamins and minerals that are required, recommended by the RDAs. And we have a special women's formula with herbs that are known to be good for women, and same for men. And these are specially formulated to be absorbed gradually through the day, so you don't necessarily have to spread your 4 tablets out during the day. And everything I say is not reviewed or evaluated by the FDA, because as I explained, they don't do that. And we also don't diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. We're helping the body do what it does best, is taking care of our health. So this is our Kenzen Vital Balance. It's our meal replacement. It has 1/3 of all the recommended daily allowances, so it can be 1/3 of your 3 meals, and you can even use it for 2 meals if you're in a hurry or trying to lose weight. The protein source is organic pea protein, which is very easily utilized. And one of the special features of Kenzen is that billions of Vital Balance is the beneficial bacteria, billions of them, and they're specially treated so that they will get all the way down to your gut instead of just being destroyed by the stomach acid. Also, another great feature of the KVB is the medium chain triglycerides, because they're getting a lot of attention now, that they can substitute for glucose in the brain. They provide the ketones, so you get even energy flow, and great for weight control and ending cravings. So this is an amazing meal replacement. And there's no added sugar. They use monk fruit for natural sweetness, and lots of other organic components to make it balanced and nutritional, and fiber and everything. And it tastes great, mixes for smoothies and with Mag water, juice, milk, etc. It's amazing. Then we have the best from the vegetable world, the young organic barley grass. We call it jade greenzymes because it's bright green. It's full of enzymes. It's the most enzyme-rich food on the planet. And there's a proprietary blend that Nikken has, including acacia and pearl barley seed extract, to balance the pH of the jade greenzymes. And it's picked at its peak of freshness, cold pressed. So all those enzymes are still alive, and it's certified organic and all those good things you want. Then we have the best from the fruit world, a blend of berries, the mackay, elderberry, blackberry, raspberry, blueberry. So they have a very high antioxidant auric value together. And they work for all 5 of these systems: cardiovascular, immunity, antioxidant, gastrointestinal, and adaptogenic. That's combating stress. That's what the SIAGA comes from, that acronym. And nothing else is added. This is just fruit. It's amazing. It tastes great, and it goes wonderfully in any smoothie or just in wonderful pie water. Then we have digestion. This is my favorite because everything you put in your mouth does better if you're digesting it completely. And there's 20 different natural digestive aids in here that handle the 4 major food groups: the protein, fat, digestible fiber, and carbohydrates. And it helps with digestion and absorption. It's vegan. And I love this list: no dairy, preservatives, salt, sucrose, soy, wheat, yeast, corn, nuts, gluten, artificial sweeteners, colors, and flavors. And it's completely hypoallergenic for people who have sensitive digestions. Then we have Kenzen lactoferrin 2, and lactoferrin is the immune substance in mammalian milk that helps build the digestive system of a newborn. So this is amazing stuff. And it helps the red blood cells carry the iron and the oxygen throughout the body. And we also have inulin, ginger, turmeric, and rhodiola that all work synergistically for antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. And as I said, it's designed to develop a healthy GI tract for new infants, and it helps with adults support those good bacteria. Then we have Cleanse and Detox, that is a synergistic complex of 6 herbs known from around the world to help the body rid itself of heavy metals and wastes of normal metabolism. And it supports the 3 major functions of the liver: detoxification, preparing nutrients for the other organs, and storing nutrients. And it's been known to help with weight management. So then we have Clarity. That's so great. Synergistic combination of herbs for mental acuity: ashwagandha, purple corn, periwinkle, bacopa, and ginkgo leaf. And they're specially fermented, so they're even easier to assimilate and utilize. And they really help with memory, cognitive function, those, mental moments. And then we have bergisterol, which is the red orange grown organically, which has been shown to maintain good blood chemistry levels. So it's very good for cardiovascular health. Again, it's organic, vegan, and gluten-free. And then we have this wonderful source of the fatty acids, the essential fatty acids, not from fish oil, but from flaxseed, cranberry seed, and special algae that are high in the omega-3 to help balance against, there's too much omega-6 in processed food. So this helps us get our essential fatty acids. And it's in a proper balance to really help the whole nervous system. Then we have immunity. It's been very popular the last few years, as you can imagine. 14 different mushrooms from around the world that are specifically chosen for their beneficial effects on the immune system. And there are 6 strains that are exclusive to Nikken, developed for their beneficial effects and under laboratory conditions, organically grown. And they are especially rich in the alpha and beta glucans, which we're now realizing these are specialized sugars that should come from our food. And then there's Kenzen BDZ, which is for bone mineral content and density, a marine complex, vitamin K2, and it works beautifully with our calcium complex. So it's a special combination that really help the bones hold on to minerals and let them go when other organs need it. And this is a complex taken from milk, but people that are sensitive to milk can still use it because it's extracted, but in a very bioavailable form of calcium. And this supplement also includes boron and manganese and vitamin D3, which all help very much with bone strength. And finally, our joint cetyl myristoyate complex has been shown to really help with joint flexibility. and it actually supports collagen, bone, and connective tissue repair. And we have a proprietary process that makes it particularly effective that Nikken has contracted with the family of the scientist who discovered this amazing CMC. And we also have glucosamine, MSM, and boswellia that are all known to help with joints. So I encourage you to get your Nikken Wellness subscription and stay on top of your supplements. You never get caught up short, and you save 10% as well. And it's wonderful that the bottles tell you exactly how much to use, and they're packaged for a month's supply. And you can change your subscription easily with 3 days notice. So I really appreciate you listening to me, and I can stop share. And I hope I've inspired you to supplement whatever you're doing now for your diet and be healthy. Balanced life, happy life. Thank you, Reuven.
Thank you very much, Randy, Rolfe. And next Tuesday, we have an appointment with Kimball Sargent, Platinum and Team Tai Chi 2023. The topic will be natural energies and stress tests. See you next Tuesday. Goodbye.